This is a revisited Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Hi, gang, and all my fellow YouTubers out there. Welcome again to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. This is Noel, the Big D to you, and I'm back with the fourth and final part of my Saturday Morning TVLog revisited on Filmation'S Archie series. Now, I'm going to be tackling what I think is probably a very interesting series of the bunch. And it's going to be one that's really going to take you through history, a blast to the past, or something like that. Yep. Get ready when you see our favorite redhead and his gang from Riverdale betray their ancestors in history. Ladies and gentlemen, let me bring to you the US of Archie. US of Archie was actually the last of the Archie series Filmation produced that premiered on CBS. It premiered on the network in the fall of 1974. Okay, so US of Archie. Of course, it's a spin-off of the Archie comic books and the Archie's TV series that started back in '68. CBS premiered the series on September 7th, and it lasted until '74 was over with on December 21st. Well, a week before, anyway. Now then, the series featured Archie and his gang consisting of Jughead, Reggie, Bay and Veronica, of course, and other Riverdale High student regulars reenacting famous scenes throughout American history, taking full advantage of the bicentennial in the months leading up to it. These reenactments were turned by Archie during the show to be historical accounts featuring the ancestors of the current Archie gang. Surprisingly, these ancestors were nearly identical to Archie and the crew, and were seemingly close friends of famous people in several eras of American history. Now, of course, unlike the previous series, Archie's TV Finds, this did have musical segments at the end of each episode, just like what they had more recently done with some of their other series, including the Brady Kids and Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. Musical segments appear after the episode ends, which are songs about the actual cover topic of the series. Now, the characters were slightly redrawn with new clothing, but some of the animations were recycled from the series. Anyway, now, there actually was a US of Archie record released by Peter Pan Records, which featured the audio from two episodes, Mr. Watson, Come Here, and The Great Divide. Now, of course, there's numerous topics that go through, including the Underground Railroad, which was the very first episode. And we're getting to see how women get the right to vote in the Day of the Ladies. Or heck, even when our national anthem was created in the Star Spangled Banner, which actually had two songs. Of course, they still had a song at the end of the episode, but the Archie gang actually did do kind of a upbeat version of the national anthem, and there's lots of others and what have you. But this show's heart is kind of tricky to find, so I wish you the best of luck. Now, I did make a slight error when I mentioned Archie's in the Archie's TV Finds vid last week. Some episodes were released on DVD, but those DVDs I think are out of print and what have you. So I wish you the best of luck in finding these. Anyway, the show ran for an overall total of 16 episodes. But due to its educational agenda, it lacked the music and comedy elements that had made the other Archie cartoons so successful. Sure, it didn't have much comedy, but it still had some good tunage and what have you, but maybe not quite as memorable as what we heard from the previous Archie series. Anyway, after spending its first 4 months on Saturday morning, CBS sent it to the less popular Sunday morning schedule, where it remained in repeats. It continued to be repeated until September of '76. Jackie Mills, a Hollywood producer, produced all of the music for the US of Archie. Yes, this was the first time Archie's music was not produced by Don Kirshner. Jackie had also produced for the Brady Bunch Kids and Bobby Sherman, whom we sadly lost this past week. May he rest in peace. The lead singer on the US of Archie was Tom McKenzie, who appeared on some of the songs done by another Filmation series, the Groovy Ghoulies. Tom was a member of the Doodletown Pipers singing group, which also included future Side Effect member Augie Johnson, Orrin Waters, Michelle Bell, Teresa Graves, and Dean Chapman. After this, the series did get re-aired with other Archie shows in syndication as well as on the Family Channel. I'm pretty sure they did air that. But it also got shown on the Odyssey Channel, pre-Hallmark Channel, and also on Retro TV, when it was Retro Television Network, which was the last place it aired. After that, the show has never been seen again. Now, like I said, there's no complete series release. Only the Archie Show and Archie's Funhouse ever got released in complete series form. The other series didn't. Although some episodes did appear on other Archie DVDs, but again, as I've said already, I think they're out of print. So I wish you the best of luck in finding them. Seriously. Anyway, even a year after the repeats of this series had ended, the Archie gang did resurface, but on NBC in the new Archie Sabrina hour. But unfortunately, that didn't suit so hot. Check out my Archie's Funhouse vid, and you'll hear what I'm saying about it. But after that, Archies had not been seen again except in reruns for another decade until they resurfaced in 1987, which be on the lookout to hear something about that in just a little bit, okay? Now, of course, the voice acting cast was the same as before, with Dallas McKim once again voicing Archie, as well as Mr. Werribee and the new member to the Archie group, an African American kid named Chuck Clayton, who had just been added to the Archie comic book series. Howard Morris once again voiced Jughead and Big Moose. Jane Webb did the gals Bay and Veronica, as well as Miss Grundy, and the late great John Irwin once again voiced Reggie. So anyway, well, I feel like US of Archie, I think is pretty underrated and what have you, in my opinion, but don't take my word for it. But I feel like this show could prove to be a real good educational feel to y'all and what have you. Excuse me, everyone. But anyway, I really do think that this show eventually is pretty good. But anyway, I feel like US of Archie really could provide a whole lot of good feel to its atmosphere and what have you. For example, let me give you a look at one of the characters in one episode. Now, as always, I'm going to make sure that the rights go to their rightful owners and what have you. Anyway, here's a look at Archie and the whole gang, Chuck included. This was from the episode The Rough Rider. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Which that was a pretty good episode, by the way. And here's a look at the Archie gang when they're performing in the music videos at the end of the episode. So there you go. I'm gonna make this a little short and what have you than the rest. But even so, I think the US of Archie is probably, in my opinion, the more underrated of the Archie's series that Filmation had produced. But nevertheless, it still provided a good educational message, similar to what we had gotten educational messages in some of their previous shows, like Fowler and the Cosby Kids, for example, or even the Brady Kids, or other series like Mission Magic and the live action Shazam, both of which premiered the same year this did. They would continue to churn out lots of other shows with educational messages Filmation did. So anyway, I wish you the best of luck in finding this series. It's pretty tough to find. I did find the music videos. If you're interested in checking those out, the music videos from these episodes are currently on YouTube, and so is the record from Peter Pan. So that'll do it for this Saturday Morning TV Log. What did you think of the US of Archie? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow and make the views grow. Tell your friends about my channel. Get them to know me. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation. Share my video with your friends if you like. And join me later tonight for a spoiler-free review of the new Brad Pitt racing flick called F1. There will be an out-of-theater reaction as well. So if you like this, you can revisit the other 3 parts of this the Archie shows from Filmation Revisit. In the upper left-hand corner is the Archie show. The upper right-hand corner is Archie's Funhouse, plus some of the other series that came before or after that. And the bottom left-hand corner is Archie's TV Fights. And the bottom right-hand corner is a button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TV Log. Then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and the regular Saturday Morning TV Logs will be back next week, as I'm going to continue to keep the Riverdale bit flowing, because you guessed it, next week's Saturday Morning TV Log is the new Archies. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya.